Hello, I'm J. Philip Barnes, and this is a 5-minute tour of my website, HowFliesTheAlbatross.com, representing 25 years of personal research conducted at home in parallel with my 42 years of work at Northrop Grumman and Pratt & Whitney on the design and performance analysis of tactical aircraft aerodynamics, propulsion, and subsystems. The website is a single page with links to my various presentations, flight simulations, or peer-reviewed technical papers. First up is my favorite topic, that of dynamic soaring, where the wandering albatross exploits the 10-meter wind profile to soar for hours on shoulder-locked wings over the ocean in any overall direction, including upwind. At upper left is the presentation on dynamic soaring theory, and then at right is an interactive simulation. It's an executable, perfectly safe, and it was programmed in Visual Basic. If you want to run it, you'll need to install the Microsoft Graphics library, which will not interfere with your new library. This work was the subject of an SAE award in 2005. Let's take a look at one of the maneuvers. Go ahead and bypass the safety warning because it's completely safe to run this thing. We're going to maximize the screen and we'll select crosswind. Okay. Fly, and here the albatross is flying overall across the wind or perpendicular to the wind, climbing upwind and descending downwind, which is always the rule, the dynamic soaring rule, and it's able to travel downwind, a crosswind, or upwind, whatever it chooses. Stop. End. That simulation, by the way, is user interactive. You can zoom in and zoom out to a limited extent. Okay, next up is learning from the birds, my presentation to 200 engineering students, families, and faculty in association with my 2014 Cal Poly Pomona Engineering Alumni of the Year Award. This presentation shows the how aircraft design can draw from the natural world. At the extreme right is a short flight simulation of my Faraday First high-speed electric aircraft, which flies up to Mach 0.7 on propeller power, and which implements regeneration in final descent, where the propellers operate as wind turbines, pumping energy back into the battery. Let's take a look at a few seconds of that simulation. The aircraft is fully programmed with math equations in using Python within Blender, and the propellers and aircraft were animated by my friend Mario Marino according to my preferences. And here we are getting ready to line up to take off. The design incorporates, to supplement ailerons, incorporates movable winglets for roll control and pitch control. And here we're doing a flight control check prior to takeoff. And there's brake release and enjoy the flight. Okay. At the lower right is a link to my presentation on the synthesis of non-dimensional parameters with applications in orbital mechanics, gear geometry, and aerodynamics. Myriad phenomena in the natural world are efficiently characterized with non-dimensional parameters, and the related technology may play an important role in the emerging science of artificial intelligence. Near the bottom of the page is a collection of wildlife and scenery photos for 10 years of travel in the Western Hemisphere. Here's my contact information. Next, we have a study of the German jets. This is actually an aerodynamic and artistic study because the artistic aspect uses the computer graphics talents of Mario Marino and Jerry Greville to model and render these various aircraft, some on paper and others were real. Then we have my own solution to several of the classic problems of computer graphics, including hidden surface removal, camera positioning, and a unique model for ambient lighting. At the extreme left here, we have Coulomb Keeper, a low-speed electric aircraft, which spends quite a bit of time in regeneration. Let's take a quick look at a portion of that simulation. And once again, the aircraft was modeled with computer equations in Python within Blender. And then the actual flight simulated and animated once again by Mario Marino. Here we are, we're coming up to the runway. The two propulsion systems allow the pilot to operate the aircraft without any assistance on the ground. It happens to have a central nose wheel and two smaller wheels in the back. Here we're lifting off here. And then we have nose wheel lift off and enjoy the flight. Okay, in the center of the page here we have a very thorough analysis of electric flight theory, motor generator theory, and a very detailed analysis of the Coulomb Keeper aircraft performance in various regimes, including climb, cruise, thermaling, and ridge lift, and final descent. Last but not least is my presentation on configuration aerodynamics. This happens to be audio-visual, so you can, if you have PowerPoint, you can listen to audio narration with the F5 key to accompany each slide. This presentation uses classical aerodynamics, but introduces leading-edge method of evaluating drag due to lift and applications of the vortex step method lifting line analysis. Finally, we have a link to my peer-reviewed technical papers, which can be purchased directly from SAE, AIAA, or AGMA. Enjoy a visit to my website, and feel free to copy anything that you find as long as you credit the source of the information. Enjoy.